how can I do more to clear my head and focus on the project at hand. Hello, my name is Drew. I've been a freelance photographer, or I was a freelance photographer for years, for 10 years. I worked in the LA area, and I sort of needed a change, and I started working at startups, and then ended up at a cinema house. I like what I do, and it allows me to still be creative on my own terms. I don't want to work for somebody. I don't want to ever be a client. I want to work for myself, and I want to keep creating. And this is sort of where my journey will start. I want to focus on clearing my head from all the things that I see that I want to do, all the stuff that's consuming me, whether it be, consumerism, or whether it be FOMO, or whether it be, you know, paying attention to the wrong things. I want to stop doom scrolling, and I want to start taking action and doing the things that I've actually saved on my Instagram that I like. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to see this, I want to make this, I want to drink this, I want to eat this. These are the stuff that I'm talking about, and this is why the channel is called Stuff. I want to be able to keep working on my artistic journey that I'm in. There's sometimes there's roadblocks, sometimes there's hurdles, sometimes there's problems that I have to solve, and then when it gets too complicated, I take a step back, and I wanted to avoid going to the regular, habits that I used to have, where it's like sit down and watch TV. Maybe I'll get an idea, or go out and do something that's not really creative, or keep doom scrolling on my phone until I fall asleep. I want to now take action and do some of the stuff, and it starts with now. It starts with being able to accept failure if it doesn't work. It starts with, making sure that I'm true to myself and honest. And if it's something that I like, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. I don't have any sponsorships, so I'm not going to sell you an item or tell you about stuff. I'm going to show you interesting things, sort of like this UFO lens, which is modeled after a, disposable camera lens. I'm going to show you something on things that I'm working on to be able to fix things like this old, medium format camera that I lost my battery door for, that I want to get back and going. And instead of saying, I'll get to it one day, I want to start doing it. We're going to start with the list. Then I'm going to do some shorts where I get things done, like trying to figure out how to remount this to my car. If you guys have a 4Runner out there, and 4x4s will shake and roll a lot, sometimes you can't hang a phone securely on just a vent. It'll break. You can't just do it on the mirror because it gets too hot depending on where you're at. I'm in the West Coast. This gets really hot in here, so this starts to fall off. I'm going to try to figure out how to do things. But that's the whole point, is get things done. There's no day like tomorrow or today to get it done. You got to do it now. There's nothing to wait for. There's nothing like the present to get things done. And I think that that's where I want to be at. I'm going to fail. I'm going to succeed. You follow me on a journey. You may not agree with what I do. You may have your own opinions, but this is what I'm going to do. And I'm here to just show you that it doesn't take a professional lighting setup. It doesn't take a high-end lens, or maybe, all the expensive equipment. It could be what you have at home to start. It could be something that you have in your drawer that you haven't dusted off in a long time. If you don't have anything to start and you're just watching this on your phone, you have a phone, so that's one way to start as well. I want to encourage you, like I'm trying to encourage myself, to get going and to do more things. I want to make sure that anything that we can start doing now, we don't save it for later. We don't save it in the list. We just get it done. This is what Stuff is all about. This is what the channel is all about. And I want to get to that point. I know there's going to be people that are not going to agree with me. I know there's going to be haters. It's natural. It just comes with it. Not everybody has to like you. Not everybody likes to like what you're doing. Not everybody has to agree with your method. But I think I will give you something. I want to give you something back, as far as like I want to give you encouragement to do this, to get it done now. You want to YouTube, you want to be on something, you want to start a podcast, let's do it. Let's get started. You have questions. I had a podcast. I know what that was all about. It was fun for a while, and then it wasn't. And so that's another thing. Just like freelance was great for a certain time, and then I needed to get a different job, and I needed to do stuff that wasn't the same as just working for somebody and, schlepping all this equipment and then having a great photo shoot and enjoying that moment, and then having to come back and Photoshop and do all kinds of stuff. And suddenly the money that I was making was getting reduced from all the work that I was doing on the back end or the front end. And so I think like those are the things that I want you to focus on. And it might not be all photography. It may just be something else. It may just be like how to clean your shoes or how to do some stuff. Anything to clear your mind and get you from wasting time. Everything is all to make sure that you don't waste more time, that you get that project done. If you want to podcast, if you want to learn how to cook, if you want to be a cocktail, master or mixologist, as they say, or if you want to do anything else, like this is the calling. This is the horns. This is the bell that cannot be unrung. Let's start now and let's move forward. Follow me on this journey as I keep making my own art, and I have to clear my head by getting all these things done. This maybe will help me solve some of the problems and some of the hurdles that I'm coming across right now. My main focus right now is to, make a work of like a series of art where I'm using images on different objects. But that'll come later. I'll show you guys and include you guys in that process. Right now, I just want to get stuff done. And so if you want to follow me on this creative journey, so be it. If you think I'm being a fool, if you say, hey, you know what, get better lighting, get a better setup, maybe that'll come in time. Right now, I just want to start. There's no better day like today to start. So follow me, and I'll see you soon. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.